Hi, welcome to Roger's Yard number 3. Survived this far, eh? Well, I'm just out here in the front step, chilling out with my fern and my fertilizer. Lowe's had it on sale this last weekend, so I ran down, grabbed a bag, and I've got it tossed out. Sure would be nice if some rain would come along now and put it in, but that will come. When you're doing your front yard fertilizer, backyard fertilizer, side yard fertilizer, it's important to use the anti-crabgrass. Not just for the crabgrass, but it also prevents everything from sprouting. So if you're planning on reseeding an area with grass, not a good time to do it. I had last year 3 or 4 little patches that I wanted to seed, so I just tossed a little blanket over those areas, went ahead and threw it on the rest of the yard, then saved those patches for some starter fertilizer and the new seed. But if you're going to do the whole yard, you just got to go with the regular fertilizer and don't use the anti-crabgrass. It's supposed to stop everything. Still got some weeds. I guess I'm just hoping I didn't get as many as I would otherwise. And this last weekend was bizarre. I'm going to show a little clip right after this what Sunday morning was like for us with snow on the ground. But the high of the day was 31 degrees, and Monday morning it got down to 26. And been coming up ever since. So our weather's just all over the place. Something you just have to get used to. I like to bring my fern out, give it some fresh sunlight after being cooped up in the house all winter. And what's nice is I can just step out and toss a gallon of water on it and go. You don't have to be so neat when you're watering it. And I want to show you what I'm doing here in front. Got a chunk of big blue, my favorite big blue hosta. Along the back here, I'll have ferns. The wife likes ferns. Back here, I have stained glass. I have at least 3 more varieties of hostas right here. So I have a lot of fun with this. Used to be a magnolia tree. Talk about a classic example of too big a plant for too small location. I mean, it just totally got overgrown, so when I painted the house about 5-6 years ago, I went ahead and just cut it out. It was much more trouble than what it's worth. It really never looked that good. I mean, should have never been planted there. So I have a lot of fun with this area. Back here, a rock from my parents' house from their rock garden. Sister-in-law gave us the concrete bird bath that will fill up and add some activity. I want to swing along now. Along here we have Lily of the Valley, and then right here got myself a real nice run of Pachysandra, and I love that because it'll all just be a solid sea of green. Then when it goes to flower, it's solid yellow. Had a lot of fun. Back in back, I've got a hosta and a little troll that my aunt gave me years and years and years ago. So I need to get my annual flower in here. You can see the ground cover, my rocks, my daffodils that I'll ignore for another couple weeks and I'll cut them out, and my little rock collection. So going to give you a look at what Sunday looked like. Then time to cut the maiden grass. Just wanted to share a welcome to Kansas moment. This is Sunday morning. High today will be 36. They've dropped down the temperature down to about 26 for a low. But this is what we get. You know, yesterday I was in shorts putting out video number 2, and today I'm freezing. So it'll get nice toward the end of the week and I'll get out another video, but just wanted to show you what kind of swing we have around here. Yet the trees are flowering and the grass is green. Welcome to Kansas. Time to cut the maiden grass. Just want to give you guys a look of a before and after. Utility boxes back there, bad. One kind of interesting thing, here in Kansas City we have Google Fiber. We're kind of fortunate. They came in, put their own lines, they put their own box. Their box is there. Time Warner and all the others are there. Interesting technology difference. So, get it all trimmed up, get it all cleaned up, then I'll give you guys another look. Well, got her done. Got everything all cleaned up. Love my new clippers, just went right through it. So, tomorrow, I guess I'm going to cut the grass. Talking cooling off this weekend in rain. Kind of feel sorry for the nurseries. Here they're all geared up. Everybody wants to go. Weekend weather turns out to be kind of lousy. So, life as we know it in Kansas. You get used to it. So, tally ho, let's move on. So, wanted to give you a look at what's going up here. I know it was kind of a distant look before. That big blue will fill this area. It will probably go up and touch that hosta, come down and touch this grass. Got to keep it off lily of the valleys. My wife dearly loves them. I think it looks nice around the K-State sign, but I'll have to get back there and hack off the backside of the leaves, which actually doesn't hurt the plant. And standing on this side, you can't hardly see it, so lets light gets through lily of the valley. They'll do well. Doesn't really hurt big blue, and quite frankly, I don't think there's anything in hurt big blue. Now, another thing I like to do is take the bark from the stumps, put it around my grasses to see if I can slow them down from growing. The grasses naturally just expand as the years go along, and I love them, but I don't want them to take over. So, it's an ongoing process. Wanted to show you one of my projects for the year. Along here, about 15 years ago, I put the border brick because of the pine trees, just to kind of define it and separate the pine needles and what doesn't grow well and what grows well. Works well, except those 2 yards drain across here. I constantly have dirt shifting down. That mound back there with the Russian sage actually came from the water garden. When I dug it out, that's where I put the dirt, but it slowly migrated. Then the guy's got a pool, and 3 or 4 times I got flooded. I don't know what he did, but it was just a flood coming here. So I have trouble with the dirt building up. So my project is pull the bricks up, fill in the dirt, put them back down on the ground, and start the process all over again. But hopefully by the time it's bad, I'm long gone. You know that Sunday morning program with Jane Pauley about the news and current events and all? My wife dearly loves it. But they always end up the day with a nature shot. And normally it's like geese taking off, or swans, herd of buffalo. Well, here in Kansas, we got squirrels. We have an excessive number of squirrels. So, I have a catch and release policy. This is the 6th one I've caught so far this year, because I treat the top of the fence like a highway. And I know a park about 4 miles out in the country, and there's a nice stream, a nice little pond, and a nice place for him to make new friends. I don't want to kill them, but boy, they sure can be damaging. So I trap them and I release. And that wraps up Roger's Yard number 3. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you will subscribe, tell your friends, share it, come back and see me. It's going to be a long summer, folks. So hang in there.